Hey guys, welcome to my video. My name is Jesse, and I'm here to give you my review analysis of the new movie Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. So you have a few questions for me?
Yes, Jesse. Kind of been waiting to ask you these questions. Excited about it. Going into the movie, what were your expectations?
It's a great question because this was a huge production as far as the hype goes. It's been a really long time since we saw a live-action Ninja Turtles movie. I'm a huge fan of Turtles, going way back. So this movie had a lot of controversy around it, being that Michael Bay was the head of the production, and he had said some statements regarding the Turtles and the storyline for the movie about them being aliens that really upset a lot of people because they'd never been aliens before. They'd never been really referred to as aliens, so that's really messing up, screwing with the original concept. Thankfully, he went and he retracted that. The movie did not have them in any form as aliens. In fact, they even included a line in the movie that said that them being aliens was stupid. So I'm glad that they took that part out. Other than that, there was a huge uproar about the visual on the Turtles, how they looked strikingly different from the past. So this was a bold new direction for the Turtles. So I'm eager to let you know how I thought and if it paid off.
Well, basically that was my next question. How did you feel about the character designs?
Yeah. Okay, well, again, getting back to my expectations for the film, I really just tried to keep an open mind. I was doubtful. I was, a little worried that the designs were just too far from the original. That nostalgic value that everybody remembers and loved is really important. So I didn't want that to be sacrificed. The character designs in the movie, they were really interesting. I think they worked along with their personalities. It looks great for HD, and this is the HD era. You can't have just, plain faces anymore. You gotta have texture. You gotta have little details like accessories. Leonardo had his chest plate, which was like wooden, and then you had like little things here and there like pins, or Michelangelo, who had his shell necklace. I thought that was a really nice detail. The features on the Turtles, they looked more turtle-like, like with scales or bumps on their face like Turtles would have. Yeah, it's really a new version of the Turtles. I admire it from an artistic standpoint. I still prefer the old look of the Turtles, but I think it paid off well. I liked it.
Good. Did it feel like a Turtles movie to you?
Absolutely. I think they nailed the personalities. They got the mood right. They got the tone in there. It's an urban, upbeat. They got comedy bits going on, lots of action. The Turtles, their chemistry together as brothers, they did well. They did really well with that. I'm so glad. And it had, a feel of a Turtles movie. It worked for me.
Talking about the action, was there a balance between the action and the actual story?
Yes, I think the story, for what it was, kids movie, family movie, comic book based, fairly simple, but to the point. The action, there was a lot of action. It did balance out, in my opinion. Some scenes of action, like the main scene of action, took pretty long. It could cut that down a little bit. I think people might have felt it was too chaotic. I personally felt it could have been shorter. I enjoyed it anyway. Yeah, the action was well done, and it went well with the story too.
Good. Okay. Well, you mentioned Michael Bay producing it. How do you think his producing affected the film?
It definitely had some of his style in there. You could see things, not as much as like in the Transformers movies. He's known for like swirling the camera a lot, really distorting perspective. He also does intense action scenes that tend to drag out a little too long, a little too chaotic. That was cut down a lot in this movie. There wasn't nearly as much of it. I don't think the camera was ever a problem. You did notice, like, in the action scenes, there would be some slow-mo in there, and some you know, just weird kind of Michael Bay stuff. But
Mm-hmm.
I think it went with it. It was fine. It wasn't too much. Didn't bother me.
Good. Last question.
Mm-hmm.
Walking out of the theater, what was your emotional response?
It made me feel good. I enjoyed it. It made me smile. It made me happy. It was Turtles again. You know, it was the brothers doing what they do best. The characters that I love. Yeah, I just had a good time. The main thing that made me happy was they got the personalities right. They used a lot of homage from some other Turtles movies and Turtle stuff, and it was just a fun film. I really liked it.
Okay, great.
Thanks. See you next time.